Here's a thought about the experience. In my youth, when I did a lot of backpacking, like many of you who were into backpacking in the 70s and 80s, I devoured all of the books by that quintessential backpacker and pioneer Colin Fletcher. He sort of taught so many of us about the rigors of backpacking and how to do it successfully, and he wrote a number of books about his extended backpacking adventures, one of which involved hiking the length of the Grand Canyon. And in that book, he describes how after he had been out on the trail a couple of days, he set up his camera on a relatively small portable tripod he had to take a selfie of himself in the landscape when the wind blew over the tripod, smashing his camera on the rocks, and he lost all ability to photograph the scene and himself. And he was heartbroken, as you can imagine. But fairly quickly, he realized this was actually a blessing in disguise, because it dawned on him that while the camera was working, the pictures he had made all gave him an excuse to not pay much attention to the experience. That is to say, the camera became a reason to postpone looking. He could always look at the pictures later. But now that the camera was destroyed, he had to really look carefully and absorb, and it changed the entire approach to his hike. I've never forgotten that story. And the lesson, I think, for us photographers is that the experience is more important than the photograph. As a matter of fact, maybe the photograph can only successfully represent the experience when we've first allowed ourselves to have the experience. So the experience comes first, and the successful photograph comes second. And if we turn that around, we lose both.